the Fox 56 High School Sports Extra presented by Don Marshall Auto. I'm Dan Reefer. He's Brian Milam. We have an entire recap of the Sweet 16 in chronological order.
That means
through tonight's quarterfinals.
Yeah, I can't think of a better way to tip off than with the small schools meeting in the opening round. We had a lot of Class A schools this year, which is what makes Kentucky basketball, high school basketball, so great, so unique. Teams like Buckhorn and Murray can both make it.
Let's get to the highlights, brought to you by Mr. Electric. Buckhorn coach John Noble was a player on Buckhorn's last team to reach the Sweet 16 in 1989. He said he had a mullet back then.
Not
now,
like that.
It's his players sporting the look of the late 80s.
That's a Kentucky waterfall.
End of the first half, Murray's Preston English caps off a 17-3 second quarter for the Tigers. Murray led 33-18 at the half. More from English in the second half. 3 of his game-high 21 points right there. The Wildcats' Daniel Hurley gets himself in the box score, his only made bucket of the game, coming on that 3. Buckhorn's Cinderella story comes to a close. Meanwhile, Murray picks up his first Sweet 16 victory since 1977, 62-35 the final.
Gotta have a Hurley in Buckhorn. Game 2, 7th region champs Trinity, 9th region winner Newcastle. Shamrock's Jacob King would put Trinity ahead 11-2, and then the roof fell in on him. This guy showed up. Ben Weir, one of his 4 blocks in the game. Wire, him too. At the other end, Wire going wire to wire with highlights here. Works in the paint. Thoroughbreds going an 18-0 run. Trinity did not hit a shot for 15 minutes. Literally, Wire, 19 points, 13 rebounds, 4 blocks, 4 assists. I mean, what else do you want? 48-33 the win.
Elliott County and Bowling Green in the night session opener on day 1. Elliott County's Chase Porter putting on a scoring display. Gets the soft bounce here on the way to 28 points. The 16th region champs hung around, but the Purples just too powerful. Terry Taylor pitched in with a double-double for Bowling Green, 75-59. And the one everybody was waiting all day for on Wednesday, 11th region champ Dunbar and 12th region winner Mercer County, the Bulldogs' first Sweet 16 appearance since 1997. That's right, Brian Milam.
Mercer County was returning for the first time since 2000 and entering the tournament with a best record, 33-1. In 2000, they were under 500 when they went. Third time in 4 years, the 11th and 12th regions have met. Dunbar starts quickly. Justin Kelly from downtown. Dunbar goes inside, but Malik Dow goes, but he did not score a point in the game, and that would be the difference in this thing. Tavion Hollingsworth, incredible. 32 points. Dunbar had an 8-point lead. Back comes Mercer County. Will Hager will get it right back. He works for 2 of his 22. Dunbar had the final answers in the last minute, and they held on to win 58-55. Mercer County ends the season 33-2.
Now to yesterday's first round action and the opener between Lawrence County and Doss. Lawrence County's Timmy Dalton with the step back. Jay cuts the Doss lead to 1 in the third quarter. And then Timmy again follows his own miss, and his tip-in ties it at 43 to close out the quarter.
Timmy tip-in.
Lawrence County, could they do it? No. Doss goes on a 9-0 run. Jalen Hall finds cutting Kelshawn Knight golf for the slam. Lawrence County's Sweet 16 debut ends with a 66-57 first-round exit. It's off to the quarterfinals for Doss.
What about the Big Red Machine and Moses of South Laurel taking on Christian County, undefeated against Kentucky competition? 13 lead changes. Tariq Edwards had 26, 47-46 Colonels. Jared Grubb, I promise you, he even shot around the referee. South Laurel takes a 2-point lead with a minute to go, and then the rim protector, Caleb Taylor. All 6'9" of him. I got get that out of here. Get that shot out of here.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
And then he draws a charge. He does it all. South Laurel did it all that night, and they got out of Rupp Arena with a 53-50 upset win, snapping Christian County's 18-game winning streak. Now we go back to last night, featuring 10th region champion Mason County, but they were without their leading scorer, Pig Williams, suspended the day before the game. Royals coach Buddy Biggs said it was the result of a good kid making just a bad decision.
Unfortunate, and Taylor County's Quentin Gooden thought it was unfortunate that he did not win Kentucky's Mr. Basketball.
He wasn't happy.
Gooden was named the state's Gatorade Player of the Year, so Gooden out to prove something in this tournament. The Xavier signee early on.
He's going to miss this one. I don't know.
Oh, you got to put that home. So the Royals coming down the way. Levi Dunaway. We got a no-look to Darren Williams.
Levi's the man.
Mason trailing, though, by 15 in the third quarter. Isaiah Garrison led the way for the Royals with a team-high 18 points, but the night belonged to Taylor County and Gooden. 28 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists for him. The Cardinals roll over shorthanded Mason County 94-65.
Final game of the opening round, Owensboro Catholic and South Oldham. A lot of green in this thing. Dragons, Trenton Bouvet. three out of the corner. And the other is Ray Zuberer. And he's going to match a three with his own, the Western Kentucky baseball signee. He hits the target. He had 12, but South Oldham shot 41% from three-point range during the season. And Grant Williams, well, there's trio and triples going for everybody. 11 points for him. South Oldham 58-34 to wrap up round one.
Bart Fleener coached Brandon Stockton at Glasgow. He was at Lexington Catholic, West Jessamine. Now has Murray in the quarterfinals against Newport Catholic. This is Fleener's son. Here's Zach with the pivot and pass to James Boone for the easy two. Fleener on the attack here. Gets that wild shot to drop. But too much of big number 44 from Newcat. Ben Wire. You got me saying it.
I didn't do it.
He goes 5 of 6 from 3, 27 points, 12 rebounds. Newcat 11 for 18 from 3 in the 75-54 win to advance to the semis.
Did you see him point at you?
I did.
Second quarterfinal today, Dunbar trying to reach the state semifinals for the first time since 1994.
Yeah, Bowling Green was there just last year. Lost to Owensboro in the state championship game. The Purples have not lost a game since before Christmas. Wow. Purples looked good in the first half. Dunbar was down 14, but cut it to 7 until D'Angelo Wilson's arrow put Bowling Green up 36-26 at the half. Back come the Bulldogs in the second half. Davion Hollingsworth in the open court. The Bowling Green lead trimmed to 4. Now a 1-point game win. Hollingsworth kicks to Jordan Lewis for 3 and the lead. Got it! 42-40, Bulldogs on top. Final moments. Purples needing a 3 to get within 1. No! And Hollingsworth puts the icing on the cake. After scoring 32 in the first round, Hollingsworth was 16 in this one. A much more balanced scoring effort today for the Bulldogs. 4 in double figures. Darius Williams had 13. Dunbar snaps Bowling Green's 25-game win streak, advances to the semifinals. Justin Kelly added 11 points, and he explains why the Dogs never doubted they would rally.
Coach Chalk always tells us at halftime he's never worried. He's never mad at us. He's just telling us that we are the better team with the better players. And we can always, we're really resilient when we're playing. And we know we've been down in those situations before. And we have the players and the skill to always come back. And that's what we did. We got on the hot streak. I knew they were not going to stop us. And we get hot like that, like we know we can finish it out.
Quentin Gooden, Taylor County taking on Doss in the game tonight. Gooden in a lot of foul trouble, did not have his normal game. Taylor County's Dylan Gaines, jumper in the lane, 48-43 Doss. Later the third, more Taylor County. Watch this pass. Wow. Wow. Dejon Urban on the other end. But again, Doss would rally late in the final minutes. Laren Hargrove is going to go in and slam it, I promise you. Doss wins at 69-58. How about South Laurel? They're back in it in a game just ending a moment ago against South Oldham. The Cardinals clicking. Jared Grubb, bottom. More from the Redbirds. Ryan Anders, he only had 4, but he scores with the cameras on him. Hits the floater, then Cardinals going inside. Showed a little toughness. You know that guy, don't you?
Andrew. Played at Williamsburg last year against Doss in the Sweet 16.
6'9" Caleb Taylor. He had a field day, 11-11 in the first. He finished with 26-14. South Laurel back to the Final Four, 71-42.
So the Final Four is set. Newcat's first semifinals appearance since 1953. First for Dunbar since 1994. They meet at 6:30 tomorrow night, followed by Doss in its first trip to the semis since 1985. South Laurel, the Cards' first visit since 2005. Championship game Sunday at 2. That means somebody that hasn't been there in a while is going to get it done.